In a small town, where everyone knew everyone's business, there lived a man named Elijah. He was not rich. He was not famous. But he had something rare. He had silence. Elijah was a man in his early 30s. Always wore simple clothes. Always wore a calm face. He ran a small repair shop in the corner of the market. Now here is what made Elijah different. He barely spoke. You could pass him 10 times in a day and not hear a word. If you greeted him, he nodded. If you asked for help, he helped quietly. And if people gossiped around him, he just smiled and stayed quiet. People found it strange at first. Why does Elijah not talk much? Is he hiding something? Is he proud? But Elijah was not being proud. He just understood something most people did not. He knew the power of silence. In the town, people talked a lot. At the bakery, in the barbershop, under the mango tree. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone had something to say. Arguments broke out daily. Business deals failed over ego. Friendships ended over small talk that went too far. But Elijah stayed out of it all. Even when he was insulted. One day, a man named Bruno came into his shop. Bruno was loud, rude, and full of pride. He said, "Elijah, your work is slow. I could fix this myself faster." Elijah did not argue. He simply said, "It will be ready by evening." No more. No less. That evening, the job was done. Bruno came back, looked at the perfect work, and said nothing. He paid, and left quietly. No argument. No drama. Elijah's silence ended it before it even started. Over time, people began to notice something. Elijah's life was peaceful. No enemies. No fights. Just progress. His business grew. More customers came, not because he talked much, but because he listened well. And that was his gift. Elijah listened. When people spoke, he heard not just their words, but their pain, their pride, their fear. And he never used it against them. Even those who mocked him started coming to him for advice. But Elijah never lectured. He just gave short answers, only when needed. And when he did speak, people listened. Because when a quiet man speaks, his words carry weight. Few weeks later, a politician named Mr. Depo arrived in town. He was loud, rich, and wanted control. He offered Elijah a deal. "Join my team. Help me win this election. I will make you rich." Elijah listened. Then said, "No, thank you." Depo laughed. "You think being quiet will take you anywhere in this life?" Elijah looked him in the eye and replied, "I do not need to go everywhere. I just need to go where peace lives." Depo walked away, angry. A week later, news broke out. Mr. Depo was exposed. Lies, stolen funds, everything. And guess what? Many who supported him were dragged into the mess. But not Elijah. He had said nothing. Done nothing. He stayed clean because he stayed silent. One day, a young man named Malik came to Elijah's shop. He said, "Sir, I watch you. You do not talk much, but you seem at peace." "How?" Elijah looked at him and said, "There is noise in every corner of this world. If you let it enter you, it will control you. But if you master silence, you will master yourself." Malik sat down, stunned. He said, "But sometimes people will think I am weak." Elijah smiled. "Let them think. Just keep building." That moment changed Malik's life. He learned to observe before speaking. To listen before reacting. To wait before judging. And like Elijah, his life started to grow. Elijah lived a long life. He never became famous. He never trended online. But his peace was loud. His success was steady. His respect was deep. And the reason? He knew when to speak. And more importantly, when not to. In a world full of noise, silence is your shield. It protects your peace. It sharpens your mind. And it saves you from battles that are not yours to fight. You do not have to respond to every insult. You do not have to share every opinion. You do not have to win every argument. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing. So be like Elijah. Speak when it matters. And let silence speak for you the rest of the time. Because true strength is not always loud.